Hello friends and students. After having gone through the fundamentals of multiplexers and the design of various multiplexers, so here we shall see what a demultiplexer is or what is a demux. So a demultiplexer is a one input many output device. So a demultiplexer has one input and you have many outputs. Alright, so therefore let this input be I and you have the outputs y0, y1 and so on up to yn minus 1. So these are the outputs. Now a given input has to be selected for a particular output, isn't it? So at one instant of time I want the input to appear at y0. At another instant of time I want the input to appear at y1. At some other instant of time I want input to appear at yn minus 1. So therefore we need select lines. So we need select lines here. So how many select lines do we need? So let me call this as S0 to Sm minus 1. So let us assume that there are n output lines and therefore how many select lines should be there? If there are m select lines, 2 power m would be equal to n. So that essentially means that if there are 2 select lines, I'll have 4 outputs. If I have 3 select lines, I have 8 outputs. So what is m? The number of select lines is equal to log n to base 2. Alright, so as an example, if there are n outputs, the number of select lines would be equal to 3. So if the select line is 0, 0, 0, the input is connected to the first output. If it is 0, 0, 1, the input is connected to the second output and so on. So this is how a demultiplexer works. So in this video segment, let us see the working of a 1:2 demultiplexer. So how do we design a 1:2 demultiplexer? Now all demultiplexers can also have another input which is known as enable. Now what is the job of enable? If enable is 0, then whatever may be the input will not appear at the output. So therefore the demultiplexer is disabled. When the enable is 1, then the demultiplexer functions. So that is the basic job of an enabler. So you have an enable which happens to be one of the inputs. So in case of a 1:2 demux, there is one input I and of course you have the enable and we have 2 outputs. So let the 2 outputs be y0 and y1. Since you have 2 outputs, how many select lines do we need? So it would be log 2 to base 2. So here, since the number of outputs is 2, it's going to be log 2 to base 2. So therefore m is 1. So we need one select line. So let the select line be S0. So therefore, when enable is 1, when S0 is 0, I appears at Y0. When S0 is 1, I appears at Y1. So how do we design this 1:2 demultiplexer? So let us write the table here. So we have the enable and then we have S0, the select line, and then the 2 outputs Y1 and Y0. Now when the enable is 0, irrespective of the select lines, whether it is 0 or 1, the output will remain 0. So when enable is 0, the output is always 0 here. Now when enable is 1, when S0 is 0, then what appears at Y0? I appears at Y0. So it's going to be I 0. And when S0 is 1, the select line is 1, the input is connected to Y1, so I get Y and 0. So I have the expressions for y0 and y1. So what is the expression for y0? It's very simple, isn't it? So the expression for y0 is So you have the expression for y naught. It is E, the enable, S naught bar into the input I. So when you have 1, 0 here, so E will be 1, S naught bar is 1. So if I is 0, I get 0 here. If I is 1, I get 1 here at the output. And similarly, what is y1? y1 is E, S naught I. So enable is 1, S naught is 1. So what do you get at y naught? Y naught is 0 because now I have selected the second output, which is y1. So these two are 1. So if the input is 0, I get 0 here. If the input is 1, I get 1 here. So this is the expression for y0 and y1. Now how can I implement it? So this can be implemented very easily. So I have the enable, then I have the select line S0, and then also I have the input I. So what is y0? Y0 is E, then S0 bar. So pass it through an inverter. I pass all of them through a 3 input AND gate, you get y0. And then for y1 it is E, S0, I pass it through a 3 input AND gate, I get y1. So this is the expression for y0 and y1. Okay, so this is how we can design a 1:2 DMUX. So in the next video segment we shall see how we can design a 1:4 DMUX and then 1:8 DMUX, and also see how we can realize the subtractor using a 1:8 DMUX, a full subtractor using 1:8 DMUX. So do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and press the bell icon to get notifications of all the further uploads, and to view all the other videos in digital electronics, click on the I button, or you can go through the playlist digital electronics to view all the other videos in this topic. And thanks for watching.